Solitude. In a world constantly buzzing with notifications, updates, and endless noise, solitude can feel like a foreign land. But to the ancient Stoics, it was home. It was where the soul could breathe. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled one of the greatest empires in history, found solace not in the Senate, not in the battlefield, but in himself. He wrote, "People look for retreats for themselves, in the country, by the sea, in the mountains, and you too are wont to desire such things very much. But this is altogether a mark of the most common sort of men, for it is in your power whenever you shall choose to retire into yourself." This was not a rejection of society, but a recognition of something deeper, that true peace comes not from escaping the world, but from understanding your place within it. Seneca, writing from a place of exile and hardship, knew the value of retreating inward. He said, "If you are everywhere, you are nowhere." When a person spends all his time in foreign travel, he ends by having many acquaintances, but no friends. Solitude, to Seneca, was a choice to be deliberate, with your thoughts, your time, and your purpose. And what is solitude if not a sharpening stone for the mind? In the silence, we hear the clearest truths. Without the voices of others echoing inside us, we are finally able to listen, really listen, to ourselves. In solitude, the mind ceases to be a battlefield of noise and becomes a garden. It is there that ideas bloom, clarity arises, and our truest self reveals itself. It is not always comfortable. Sitting alone with our thoughts can be confronting. But it is necessary. Because the unexamined life is not worth living, and it is in solitude that the examination begins. Think of the Stoic sage. Alone, yet never lonely. Why? Because he has himself. He knows that the opinions of others, the applause of the crowd, the constant need to be seen, are fleeting. They come and go like the wind. But the inner citadel, that stays. That is where real strength is built. Now, I want to take a moment to speak directly to you. Thank you for being here, and for listening. There's a reason you found this video, and a reason you're still here. Like this video, and subscribe to the channel, because we might never meet again. Back to the Stoics. They understood that solitude was not a punishment, it was a discipline. A practice. A proving ground. Epictetus, who lived much of his life in slavery, found the greatest freedom within. He taught that you cannot control what happens outside of you, but you can always control your reaction. And to master that, you must first master your mind. Solitude gives you that chance. You begin to observe your thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. You learn which ones to follow, and which to let drift away. In solitude, you remember who you were before the world told you who to be. The Stoics were not antisocial. They were not hermits. They loved, they taught, they led. But they never let the world define them. They carried the world inside them, in the form of virtue, discipline, and wisdom. And so can you. Use solitude as the Stoics did, to strengthen your resolve, to reconnect with your values, to build the life that only you can live. The time you spend alone is never wasted. It is invested. When you return to the world, you will not return as a fragmented soul seeking validation. You will return whole. Solitude is not the absence of connection, it is the foundation of it. Because only when you are fully present with yourself, can you be truly present with others. Remember this, the strongest trees grow in silence. The clearest waters run undisturbed. And the wisest minds are those that can sit quietly and think. Let solitude be your sanctuary, your fortress, your beginning. This is the way of the Stoic. And if this message speaks to you, know that you are not alone, even in solitude. We walk this path together.